Hey guys, welcome to Miner's Haven. So I currently removed my base and we're going to do some Miner's Haven tutorials. And basically this is going to be a series on what to do after thousands, millions, opal mining, stuff like that. So today is going to be about thousands. So you're probably wondering, you're probably making some pretty decent money, maybe a couple hundred a second or not even that much. But certain setups work way better than others, guys, especially in the beginning of the game. So I haven't touched the beginning in a while. So go ahead and get a basic furnace. We'll need one of those. You probably already have one. And what I want you to do is save up a couple thousand once you have a good setup and buy a bunch of these. And these upgraders stack 35% until they get up to $5,000. So I recommend maybe you get like 10 to 20 of these. You might want to do some math as well and see what is most efficient. Maybe get a couple of these as well. They aren't awfully expensive. As long as you have a decent setup, they should be pretty affordable. Alright, if you haven't seen my basic tutorial on how to get started, you should see that if you are having trouble with this game. So I'm going to set up a basic furnace. And then, if you do have a little bit of extra money, you could also get a scanner. And I don't recommend the quadruple things because they don't really help and they're a waste of money. And they don't upgrade after $4,000, which completely defeats the purpose. So we're going to go ahead. If I can, it's a bit laggy, guys. Sorry about that. The server's really bogging down. And just attach these. Make sure this, you see that little flap side out there? That means that's the direction it's going to go in. So see how those connect like that? These are pretty slow and your ore limit is going to suffer. But that's okay because these things are going to stack until 5K. So like every second or so, if you get like 1 or 2 ores in, that's 10K a second, and that's a lot. You may also have to get some corner pieces. I don't know if I have any of those. Let's go ahead and buy some. This is a fairly large system, by the way, and go ahead and get a better furnace if you can afford it as well. Forgot to mention that. Let's see here. I'm really bad with inventorying stuff. Okay. Alright, that's the right way. Let's go ahead and attach another corner. Alrighty. So now we just place more of these upgraders until we have a nice little stream going. And the way to tell that your upgraders are working is that if the blocks get slightly more and more reflective as they go along. And you'll see that, like, blocks start out as white or whatever color they are, and then they'll get pretty reflective once they increase in value. Gonna go ahead and buy another corner. There we are. Ooh, that's the wrong way. That's not what I wanted. That is completely the wrong way. We need the reverses for this one because this is the opposite way, actually. My bad. So let's go ahead and put a reverse down and then put another one down. Make sure this goes the right way. Yep, we're good. And then we're going to go ahead and put maybe 1 or 2 of these down. Again, do the math. This goes up to 5,000 and keeps stacking. So once it hits like 1K, go to like 1.3K, 1.7K, 2K, 2.7K, 3K. You can see it goes beyond that. And this goes up to 7,000, but it can only scan once, so don't worry about that. And you can also use game passes to help give you a start. Alright, so now if you're using really cheap miners, you want to probably use upgraders. Maybe like 1 or 2 of these would do you good, because they are $9 a piece. They will be more efficient than these, depending on the ore value. So if you have like a $5 ore, these 2 would bring it up to 5 plus 18, that's 23, and then it'll keep upgrading from there. So you gotta watch how efficient your stuff actually is. So next, if you can't afford it, get some military conveyors. These help a lot. I already have a ton of them. These are plus 50 speed. They're just like normal conveyors. If you don't have the money, don't do it, of course. And then we're gonna place our miners here. And this is how you make a ton of money. You can also put cell furnaces on the side, so this isn't that large of a system. And it's going to do you really well, and I promise that. Alright, so let's go ahead and get some miners. What can we get that's pretty fast? Some crucibles, I like these. Go ahead and purchase some. Alright, so now we're going to go ahead and place these down, and oh god, I hate being yellow. This color is absolutely horrendously, not horrendous, it's just horrendous by itself. Don't use that as an adjective. So go ahead and place these down, or use whatever you want. Again, guys, use your own imagination, make your systems more efficient. You can make one that's better than mine, but this is really good for starting game, especially when you get some money going. So watch how much money I'm going to get on the bottom right, by the way, because I'm in the quintillions right now. I'm waiting to be reborn with my new system. And as you can see about reflectance, the blocks will change color to like a bluish, and then they'll get more reflective as they upgrade. So we're making about, depending on how many ores go through. Again, this is really bad for your ore limit, guys, so I recommend no crucibles. We just made 14k a second right there. That is awesome money. You can get 2 of these upgraders with just that clop. Especially when this huge clog comes in up here. I'm freaking like pointing at the screen right now. I don't know why. I'm like actually like in the action in real life. Watch that money flow in. That was 40k a second right there. So anyways, guys, I hope you guys enjoy that setup. And if you're wondering what to do to get into millions, I'll make a tutorial for that later. I'll do billions, and then what to do after opal mining and such, and maybe some cool little setups for you guys. I also have a Let's Play series if you want to check that out. So don't forget to subscribe, like this video, leave some comments, and let me know what other setups you guys want me to see, or got any cool ones. Again, this system does have a bunch of cons, especially with how big it is and how long it takes to transport ores. You can also replace these with unstables if you're good enough with that. And the server is quite laggy. It's not supposed to be this laggy and clump like that. That's not normal. I recommend going to a smaller server, or getting a private island, for instance. Oh, that's one other thing I forgot. If you have some game passes, go ahead and put those upgraders towards the end, like rainbow upgraders, pineapple upgraders, which you get through the private island or game passes. Those will multiply this, and it has no limit, so that is awesome. So that will get you a ton more money. Always do the math, put stuff that has the highest limit on the end, and put stuff on the lowest limit on the beginning. And it's all about efficiency, guys. That's the most important factor in this game. Anyways, I'll see you guys later. Sorry for rambling on about random stuff, but I hope this helps you out, and hopefully you can take these tips into consideration, and hopefully you get a little bit better at this game, and use your own imagination, think of some cool systems, and just, yeah, I think that's pretty much. See you guys later, and peace, and thank you for watching.